Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes. Please excuse me. Sorry, I had to move the camera a little bit. Anyway, today in this video, I'm going to talk about my top 5 ways to get really good lighting for your YouTube videos. So I've noticed one of the biggest issues that's very common with YouTube is having really bad lighting, and sometimes it's really hard for people to get really good lighting, whether they live in a house that has their windows that are on the opposite side of the sun, or whether their lights aren't very good in their house. But it just sometimes just happens. Sometimes we can't get the best lighting when we need it. So today I'm going to talk about all the things you can do to get really good lighting. And this is an issue that I definitely still do have today. Sometimes I have a really hard time getting good lighting in my house and my room as well. So I'm going to get started, and hopefully this video will help you guys. Number one on my list would have to be turning on lights in your room. So I just have the lights turned off for an example. So when you have your lights turned off in your bedroom, it makes it super hard for people to see. So I have just the lights turned off to show you guys that the lighting is kind of bad, and the curtains are closed. So if you have your lights turned on, it makes it much easier for people to see your videos. And turning on the lights just helps gives a nice bright look to your room. And sometimes not a lot of people have lamps or like ceiling. Most people have ceiling lights in their rooms, but not a lot of people have like actual lamps in their rooms where they can turn on the lamps to get really good lighting. So the biggest thing you need to do is make sure you remember to turn lights on when you're in your bedroom, so people can see you. I've definitely had this problem before when I first started YouTube, is I would forget to turn lights on whenever I was filming, and it made it super hard. And then sometimes I was filming in front of the light, which made it super dark for you guys to see me. So if you guys saw like my older videos, you might know how terrible the lighting was. And that is a pretty common like problem, is just having really bad lighting, because either some people forget to turn their lights on in their room, or sometimes they don't have windows open in their room, and windows usually are a really good lighting source. So if you guys are about to film, make sure you remember to turn your lights on before you start filming. Number 2 on my list would have to be use a studio light. So this is my studio light right here. I'm going to be fairly honest, I don't use it as a studio light as much. I use it more for a tripod, and a studio light is a great way to get good lighting, just because people can see people can see your room and everything, and it just makes it so much easier for people to see what you're doing. And the studio lights just help get much better lighting when you don't have a lot of sunlight in your room. So I highly recommend, if you're gonna make YouTube videos, just to get a studio light for your room, so then people can see your videos and everything. Sorry. Number 3 on my list would have to be use natural lighting. So here's a fun fact. I like using natural lighting because I feel like it lights my videos a lot better. And I film usually right in front of my bed, which is where my window is and everything. Technically I don't film when I'm on my bed, but I film in front of my, on my dresser. And I feel like my lighting is a lot better when I'm at this angle. And I'll show you guys. So this is where my window is, and you guys don't see this because I'm filming on this dresser, and this is the dresser that I film on, because it makes it so much easier for me to do my YouTube videos, because the window is in front right there, and then it makes it easier for you guys to see me because I have the curtains open, if you could see that. So when you have the curtains open, you can just use the natural lighting that comes from your window, and that's usually, I heard, the best lighting. Number 4 on my list would have to be use a lamp or a lantern. So lamps and lanterns usually give pretty good lighting. It's not as good as natural, but that's just my opinion. But if you guys want also some lighting when you can't get natural lighting, you can just use your lamp or your lantern. These are great for like when you don't have enough sunlight coming in your room, and lamps and lanterns light pretty well, and like I said, it's not as good as natural lighting, but they still will work even if you can't get enough sunlight in your room for your videos. Number 5 on my list would have to be use a strand of light. So a strand of lights is a really good thing to have, like a really long strand, like around your room. That also will probably light your videos really well, and it'll help with the lighting in your room. But make sure the lights are super bright, because then not too bright that it blinds people, but just nice and bright so people can see you and everything. Because sometimes the more lights you have, the easier it makes for people to see your videos and everything. So sometimes if you can't get your regular light to work, you can just try using a strand of lights you have in your room, and those usually would work as well. So those are my top 5 ways to get good lighting in your room for your YouTube videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please just hit a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!